Pedro's got a lot of things to it that most people in SoCal don't even know of. I take them to these places and they're like, wow.
When fans approach you after shows, who do you feel like they
Yeah,
know more
no,
these days?
some old punk guy who looks like their dad. You know, it's really strange. It trips them out because, you know, yeah. I come from a scene, because you got to understand punk with young people, it's a regular, normal thing.
Right.
I think most young people are expected to have some punk years, at least. So somebody from the older days who hasn't quit kind of trips them out. Also, I come from the older punk where you were more weird, huh? More unique. You didn't go for this quote generic type of thing, right? It was you were supposed to be outrageous and unexpected.
Right.
So some of those traditions got lost, and it became kind of a cartoon and homogenous and predictable. And so it trips them out. They think about what is punk supposed to be. And maybe it isn't a style of music, which is my philosophy. Maybe it's more of a state of mind. And maybe they start thinking, what am I going to do? Am I going to be an old punk rocker? What would I do? So it's a kind of interesting place to be in. Now the body isn't as resilient. I get very tired when I play. But I still like it. And I don't mind so much. I'm not trying to be like a young person, you know? But I do have experiences from my young days that have shaped me. And I try to carry them ethics through.
What would you say are the main, some of the major turning points in your playing or just life?
Well, yeah, you know,
Have the
D.
greatest
Boone's
effect.
bass, right? His mom put me on bass. Us making the Minuteman, getting asked. Black Flag's first gig, they asked us to open up. They were having a gig in their gig in Pedro, and we couldn't believe there was going to be a punk gig in Pedro. And they couldn't believe there was a punk band from Pedro. So they put us right on the bill. And then put out a record on SST, their label. And then touring with them. Our first US and Europe tour was Black Flag, all of us in the same van. And then of course D. Boone getting killed. It's a terrible thing, but it was very intense on my life. Actually though, every gig, every time I get up there and have to play, you know, it's like, I think, man, my life, it's all added up to this. What is to be done here? It's this moment. So it's kind of, I try to keep that in mind. The last tour was with REM. Yeah, we didn't know who they were. They ended up being really nice cats and very interesting. I remember us having to buy it when they asked us. We had to buy a record to see what they sounded like. And they knew all about us. They knew a lot about different musics. I remember recording Last Poets at Pete Buck's house. I just saw Pete Buck this summer. They were playing with the Stooges in Spain. But that ended up our last tour. I mean, it wasn't planned that way. It's what happened. I came here from Virginia. I didn't wear socks or underwear for
I read
maybe
that.
30 years.
Yeah.
So, but now I do.